Hey everybody, Chris here. Will Dogecoin recover from the crash? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified when my new videos come out, as well as when I do live streams. And we'll be live again Friday afternoon. Not only are we going to have another Dogecoin giveaway, thanks to the generosity of our Chris Pax Dogecoin family, we're also going to watch that SpaceX Starship launch. And I know some of you are saying, oh Chris, just talk about crypto. What are you looking at that for? And I'm just like, it's a cool thing. It's a really cool thing there. A lot of people like Elon Musk still. Oh, Elon also has some detractors as well. But is Elon still involved in Dogecoin behind the scenes maybe? There's some talk about that. And what else could cause a recovery for Dogecoin? I know Doge is down. Many think it's going to drop lower. There's still the CME gap of Bitcoin to fill and all of that. So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts on the news, and I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart. We're about 18.75 cents. That's right. We're in the 18s, guys. That's right. We had the dip last night, and it did keep on dipping. There was a sell-off, a further sell-off happening after the previous sell-off. And the previous sell-off before that, we thought we had this double bottom going at about 19.6. That did get breached last night, and overnight Doge came down to a low of 18.16. Didn't quite get into the 17s, but 18 cents. That's right, and that's what I woke up to this morning. And I told you guys I would be buying on Friday, and woke up this morning and I see my paycheck hit my account, transferred a bunch of it over to Coinbase, and made a purchase. I tell you guys when I'm buying, and I have bought it about 18.5 cents. I think that's a pretty good price. I think that's a pretty good price. So I tell you, I'm accumulating again. I'm buying Dogecoin because I think Doge has a great future. There may still be some more short-term pain though. So let's get into looking at that. Bitcoin, $81,000 right now. So Bitcoin did drop down to 78.2. 78.2. Some say that is filling a CME gap. I think it just touched the top of the gap. It didn't actually fill it. But there's a big debate about that. We can get into more of the details of that in the Friday afternoon live stream as well. But for now, it looks like there is a recovery happening from the overnight dip, and Dogecoin is responding as well. So with that, that is why I bought more this morning. Bitcoin plummets below 80K. Ethereum, XRP, Doge are getting hammered. Crypto crash continues. That's the big headline as people wake up this morning and see the prices down. But again, we just saw some recovery is happening, and will that recovery be sustained? So will Doge recover after this crash? Can we call it a crash? I think so. I think that it's a big dip. Yes, a huge dip. When you're down over 55% from your high of just a few months ago. But that has happened before, and I'll show you that in a minute. But there are many right now. Look at the bulls versus the bears, right? Big pullback. It's definitely, we've had that. But look at the demand zone here. Huge demand zone at 17 cents. Will Doge dip down into that demand zone? And there are many looking at these different structures and shifts, the M15 and the M5 demand zone. And will that demand zone be hit? This was the M5 demand zone, and it looks like we did hit that, into the 18s. So does that look like there's going to be this move up? Of course, no one can predict the market with 100% certainty. Dogecoin could respect these levels or could ignore them because bigger market structures are in play here from tariffs and inflation and all of that, which is still weighing on the overall economy, both the United States and worldwide. And we're not out of this downward trending zone yet. We'll see how the stock market trades on Friday after a huge dip on Thursday, which just brought all of crypto down, particularly in the afternoon as well, as we saw NASDAQ and S&P 500 going down. Look what CZ says. CZ says, hey, dips are part of free markets. not financial advice. If you are stressed about it, you probably should reduce your investment size. Or with crypto, as I see, there's a lot of people who are really, really stressed out. You probably shouldn't be trading crypto then. For me, it's a worldwide shift. I exited the old world 11 years ago. CZ, of course, is all in on crypto and digital assets. I am trending that way, right? I'm in the middle of this now that I've reached my goal, my big goal that I was looking at for this bull cycle. Now I'm in that next phase here, and eventually, I think, as if X money does indeed launch and becomes a true, like, online, method of payments, I can leave the banking world altogether, and that's my next phase, and that's what I'm working for. Hey, Nick says, look, bull market correction drawdowns. So we do have, right now in 2025, we have this drawdown. Now on this, on the black chart here, it doesn't look like a lot, but look what happened in 2021. May, June, July 2021, Bitcoin dropped huge and then came back and hit a new all-time high. 2017, we have seen many 30% drops in Bitcoin on the way up during a bull market. Could this be just one of those drawdowns and then Bitcoin turns around and goes higher? That's what we are waiting to see. Trader Allen posted this yesterday afternoon. He was like, look, we got a bullish divergence here. Oversold on that immediate drop, came back, double bottom, oversold on the RSI. RSI doesn't drop down as much on that second bottom. Bullish divergence. You would expect, right, from that, the chart will tell you prices are going to go up. Right? And at that time, what was the price of Doge when he posted this? It was 20 cents. Well, we're in the 18s. That tells you technical analysis can get totally blown out of the water by the news and the events and things that are going on. That's what I continue to say. So you can do all the TA you want, but again, it's liquidations, hundreds of millions of dollars of additional Bitcoin liquidations. We'll look at the heat maps again during the live stream on Friday afternoon and get into more of the details of what has been happening in terms of these highly leveraged positions and where they stand now, particularly at that 77K Bitcoin level. But so should you buy Dogecoin after its recent 55% drop? Of course, this is Motley Fool, and you already know what they're going to say before you even read the article, but it is of interest as I cover all things Dogecoin here related, and this is what we want to know, right? Dogecoin has still outperformed other cryptocurrencies in 2024. Doge in 2024 had a 250% return. XRP was 235 after its late fall run that it had here in orange. Bitcoin was up 119%, and ETH, of course, lagged at about 47. And ETH is still lagging. ETH is still getting pummeled on its price, particularly in comparison to other cryptocurrencies. And as we were talking in yesterday's live stream, I'd say Dogecoin continually outperforms Bitcoin over long stretches of time. Sure, you can pick particular dates and times, start date and end date, where Bitcoin has outperformed Doge, but overall, in a larger scale, Dogecoin continues to outperform Bitcoin, and that's why I'm scooping up more Doge at these levels now as I buy back in and look at increasing my bag of Doge going forward. That's what I'm doing. The Dogecoin recent dip could mean trouble for the crypto market. Yes, we know Dogecoin does lead the meme coin side, and typically when we see these big drawdowns, Dogecoin is going to drop harder than Bitcoin. However, we have others like Pepe and these other memes. WIF has gotten hit really, really bad during the last couple months. They fall harder than Doge because Doge does seem to have more support on these drawdowns. So what are we looking forward going forward? Well, whales are accumulating is a 50-cent Doge surge coming in March. I'm going to do my March price prediction on Saturday, so look forward to that as I look to the month ahead. But February has been the worst month of trading in Dogecoin's history. The worst month of February just happened. 43% down. Down 43% for the month of February. Nobody predicted this much of a drop for Dogecoin. I'll just say that. You know, some of you might say, oh yeah, I thought it was, but I didn't see anything at the end of January that was predicting Dogecoin would be back in the teens by the end of February. So yeah, so overall, big dip down into the 18s. It looks like whales in the Doge market, though, were extremely confident about Doge at this level. Ali has a chart here of increasing buying of big Dogecoin wallets. And we'll look at some of these. I mean, CoinCodex is predicting a minimum price by the end of March at 18.5, where it is now, a maximum price up to 79 cents, which would be a new all-time high, with an average of 49. So CoinCodex is looking at this huge recovery for March. We'll see what Chris Pack says. Meanwhile, I found this article, and I encourage you, if you're really interested, Google this, Ars Technica, Elon Musk Dogecoin. Just Google that, because this is an awesome article. Way too long. I'll give you the TLDR right version here. But if you're really interested in what's going on with Dogecoin now, I encourage you to read this article. It's a long article. Okay, so you gotta sit down and you gotta read it, because there's a lot of stuff here. But time will tell if X enables Dogecoin payments. So that's more at the tail end of the article, is what's going to happen there. Because loyal Musk fans have faith in Dogecoin's future. Many of us do believe Elon is pulling some strings somewhere behind there. Is it behind House of Doge? Is it in connections with the Dogecoin Foundation and Tim Stebbing, with these investors, retailers, other key individuals that want to make Dogecoin happen? All of that is going on behind the scenes. Meanwhile, this whole thing about the Dogecoin Foundation and such pay, and how Dogecoin can really work as a currency. How would Dogecoin fare versus stablecoins? We know the United States is starting to push this whole US dollar-backed stablecoin initiative, while we're talking about using Doge. And so does Dogecoin just become an alternative means of a currency to this future digital stablecoin, US dollar backed? How all that is going to work going forward. This is a great article, guys. I encourage you to read it. Again, I'm not going to get into all the details here because there's a lot, but if you're interested in all of this on Dogecoin, this is a very good article to read. Right now, with Dogecoin up to 1881 now, I'm already in profit on the Doge I bought this morning. Again, short-term scale, but I just saw, look, this is looking like a giant cup, right? We could see this. We could see this play out back up to 20 cents, be a cup, and then a handle, and we move forward. Again, that's what we'll be looking at this afternoon in the live stream on how this is playing out. But it looks like it's ripe for that. Will this drop back down lower? Will we see sub 18 cent into the 17s or something? Maybe. Will Bitcoin do a reversal, come back down, and finally hit 77K like many had predicted would happen to fill that gap? We'll be watching that as well. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this possible recovery now for Dogecoin. Have we had enough pain? Is recovery in the books? Give the video a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.